Hi, Chris. Talking tonight after a well-deserved win over Stratford. Got to be pleased with that performance.
Yes, yeah. Can we just emphasise, right, that we've not done an
Yeah,
interview because of you, not me. I haven't been hiding because we've been losing.
that's fair. That's
You've
fair.
had you've
That's
had to
fair.
shoot rather than me. I don't want people to think that because we've won, like I'm
No,
all of a
no.
sudden gloating. Um, Going on to today, yeah, I'm really happy for the boys, mate. I think that they've been grafting away, maybe not getting their rewards, and they've grafted today in a game that I think could have been 3-0, could have been 2-all. It was a bit of a weird one, really. Chadders has pulled off a couple of great saves. Their keepers, I think that's one of the best saves I've seen live. Um, so it was a bit of a basketball game at times, but I feel like the boys more than done enough to secure 3 points today. And we've been speaking the last few weeks. I thought Harbour here, I mean, what a side they are, but we had a lot of possession, couldn't break them down. Then we went into the next game. It was at Bromsgrove, sorry, and the ball was in the box a lot. Keeper didn't do loads, and then we went into Hadley, and I think that could have that game was mental. It could have been like 8-2.
Hmm.
Probably just from the last 10 minutes alone, we could have had 5 or 6. So, been saying to the boys about just belief and keeping going, and I think a few people have sort of said it to me in there about how lively the group are. Like, if you come and sat with the boys in the change room, they're not a group that look like they're down and out, and they haven't believed once that the season's done and dusted because of league position. But I've sort of said to them that there's been incremental improvements, and I'm glad that they've got some validity today in the result, Neil, because they can start to believe, and confidence is a major thing,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
They're taking 3 touches to do things that they'd normally do in one, and you can sort of see the goal settles. It's been a long time since I think Needham was the last time that we were in at 1-0 up and defending a lead, and there's a lot. Yeah, where do I go with it? Tactically, I think that they set up as expected. I looked at their team sheet and I didn't know whether they'd gone to a back four. I couldn't work out how they'd go in wide areas, but they set up as anticipated. Maybe not the block as much. And I think that we probably kept the ball a little bit too local to start with, playing into the centre midfielders where they were playing in a group of 5 that were ready to pounce, and they weren't able to get on the ball. And then I think once the lads realised that they could just shift it into wide areas and be in 2v1s and 3v2s, we started to get a lot of joy out of it just before half time. And that's where the goal come from.
Yeah.
We've worked it, it's a good area, we've identified the overload. Fortuitous maybe, but I still think it was a goal that was
About time,
deserved.
innit?
Yeah, I think so. We've definitely not had the luck of that. And then second half, I think if I'm being critical, maybe we played too many high risk passes. We could have been a little bit more comfortable on the ball. I thought their shape change made it a lot more of an even fixture. To be fair, I thought the subs that they made it quite dangerous. But we still kept going, and yeah, it's lovely to be standing there
Yeah,
with three
I know
points.
the match day sponsors, Royston Town Women, have chosen Chadders
Yeah,
as man of the match, but I think there could have been 1 to 11 out there
I,
almost.
I, I think so. I think I understand why Chad has got it. He's pulled off a really good save at 1-0. He's probably made 2 or 3. I thought Anton was outstanding.
Oh yeah, most
Um,
definitely.
I've sort of said to him, like, he's had to be patient, and he's got an opportunity with suspensions and whatnot that go and make the shirt your own. And I think he was excellent second half. Hadley, I thought he was colossal today. So
Yeah,
I think he could have been with a shout. I thought Ollie at left back was class. I think that's 2 games he's played now where I haven't seen a cross come in from his
yeah.
side.
I think Ollie and Will in the middle there just kind of quietly went about their business,
Yeah,
but were both excellent.
I think so. I think Will broke up play, moved forward with the ball well. His understanding of the position was outstanding, and then I think you've got to give a shout to Archie as well,
Yeah,
who I think maybe Anton and Arch could have gone neck and neck for the. It's nice to see the old Archie, and he was the same second half Tuesday
someone in
at
the bar
Hadley.
described his goal as Hoddle-esque, but
I don't know
I'm,
about
I'm not I'm not so
that
sure. There you go.
hurdle, um, but yeah, it's nice to see he's put second half Tuesday and today in 90-minute performance today. of the Archie that we found last year. Maybe Ollie coming in and knowing he's got a bit of competition has done that. I don't know, but I'm dead chuffed for him because he's deserved it. He's worked hard. He's been on a bit of a mental journey, but he was outstanding today. And then I think Reece, for his first home game, I thought Joe and Kieran worked outstandingly well as well. Joe would probably be disappointed he don't finish that off. But
That's
I
hell of a
thought,
save, though.
yeah, he's but we look dangerous. I think we have to keep some perspective about us. That's one win, and we need to now build on that and make sure that we get out of the proverbial and try and put something together on Tuesday and then next Saturday. But in terms of when we went into this run of 9 games, I felt that we needed 18 points. That's 4 now at least. So at least we're chalking it off, and we're not standing here saying, "Look, we still need points."
That's all we can do, really.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
is just look after our own performances and our own points total. Don't really need to worry too much about people around us.
No, I don't. It doesn't matter. Just funny enough, like Jace was going through the results there, and just said we need just to keep digging, don't we? I think we've been in this position the last 2 seasons, Neil. Maybe we've had more points than we've got at the moment, but we've been in the bottom 3, and people have questioned, and the lads it's fallen on this group of players to prove people wrong, and we did the last 2 years. And like I say, if you sit around the lads, there's a lot of confidence in that group and a lot of camaraderie, and that's what we're going to need to get us out of where we are and then start looking up.
I think the pleasing thing today, from sort of like looking on from the outside, is obviously there's a couple of enforced changes today through suspensions, but those that have come in have really staked their claim.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got to add Brights back into that. You've got to add Becks back into that. Jesse unavailable for injury. Thomas unavailable for injury. Who else is there? Jamie's out. Jordan's concussed. So we've got an injury list of about 7. I know I've missed a couple there. So to go into it today, I think subs can be proud of themselves. They've come on and they've put in an honest shift. And we're going to need that because the games aren't going to ease up for us, and they probably only become more and more important as the season goes on. And yeah, it's been a long slog this year at times, but I'm dead.
And this is a period when they're going to come thick and fast.
Yeah, it is,
Tuesday,
mate.
Saturday, Tuesday.
Tuesday is it's not just a tough game. You've got to get all the way over to, is it Norfolk, Suffolk? Norfolk?
Yeah, Needham.
You've got to get all the way over there. It's not local on a Tuesday night for the boys, especially the lads that live MK way. So they've got to get over there. And then you've got to play against a good side. Then we've got to come back. And then we've got Barwell, who will probably want to keep adding points. Then we've got Sudbury, and then Stamford are coming up. So we need to keep charging forward, and I'm pleased for the boys that have come in. Some of the boys got to see Tommy's celebration
for the first time.
Yeah, so I know that's always an eye opener.
And who doesn't want to see that again?
Exactly. We need to see it more. But they've been through a lot. I know there's a lot of frustration around the place. But I've said it quite a few times, you've got a group in the changing room that really care about getting results, and they're not here to pick up money. They're not here to just go through the motions. And I know there's been a few negative things online, like they're trying their best in a really, really tough league. And
I think the league's tougher than ever, isn't it?
It is, mate. It is. And Biggleswade finished bottom of it last year. I thought Biggleswade were a hell of a side. And I think you look at it, you go into this year, this league is the hardest it's been. And we've been on the back of some poor performances, but also some really tight margins. So just stick with the boys, really, if you can, and be nice. I know today crowd was probably a little bit lower, and
the
weather hasn't helped, and performances haven't helped. But these are the times that we probably need to jump together, isn't it, and make sure that we all come through it, and they keep seeing smiling faces because they are trying hard.
Nice one.
Cheers, Neil. Thank you, mate.